So they're on top of the vehicle tracks from this morning. It's always a good sign. So I can spot Steph and Scott off tracking. So, hello, Scottish.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hello, Steph.
Hello everyone.
Where did that leopard go? I thought you guys would have it like, lined up, waiting on a tree for me like last time. I don't know what's wrong with you this morning.
Give us a bit of time, we're getting on it. Hello everybody. Morning everyone.
So how's your morning been so far?
Very enjoyable.
Awesome.
Very enjoyable. Unsuccessful in terms of tracking, but we tracked a female leopard for quite a long distance, all the way up to Buffelshoek Dam. And then she disappeared. And then interestingly, just on our way, we were planning on going and having a quick look at the lions. We came across these male leopard tracks.
Nice and fresh as well.
Nice and fresh on top of our footprints from this morning. And Steph's just found some sign of him heading south.
Well, I'm definitely going to let you guys go ahead because you've got someone on the tracker seat. So obviously much easier to spot tracks, and I don't want to ruin the tracks. So I might go look at the lions and wait for you to call me for the leopard.
That makes perfect sense. You go ahead.
I'm just gonna duck off to the left again. Copy, thanks. Confirm which finger that is. I'm Telepan. Copy, thanks. If he crosses, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to vomit around Gala. Alright, so guys, we're going to go back to the lions. Let's Scott and Steph do the tracking. So it's much easier when you get to sit on the tracker seat. So that's why I didn't want to drive down there. Obviously, if as a lot of you have watched, not know how much I love tracking, but it is more sensible when you got a vehicle that has a tracker seat to let them go ahead, because they're less likely to miss tracks than you are. And we've got them working in our favor. So those of you who might be new and not quite sure what's going on, we are on a live African safari, and at the moment, in the next few minutes, we're going to be going to look at some lions that we found first thing this morning, but also that we're an interactive safari, so you can participate from home. You can ask me questions about the animals and what we're seeing out on drive, and you can do that by using email, and the email is questions@wildearth.tv, or you can use the hashtag SafariLIVE if you're on Twitter. I'm pretty certain those lions haven't moved very far at all from where we left them. Now it's even warmer than it was, so I'm quite sure they are flat cats in the shade. And just another exciting thing for all of us here is that obviously those who watched yesterday afternoon was the brand new bushwalk, and also the fact that Hayden and Pieter will be arriving very shortly and start to take some drives as well, which is very, very exciting. And some very, very good news. Very, very good news. Actually, this deserves a stop. We need to actually take a moment for this. The very good news is that Jigga is out of hospital. She's been sorted out. She's been giving lots of TLC and lots of oil and fluids and all that other nonsense they put inside engines. And she is on her way back home to join us. So we'll be back up and running with 2 vehicles again shortly. Jigga just needed some TLC to make her more reliable. We're very happy she's out of hospital and be joining us very soon. Standing by. Sorry, go again. Negative. I've made my way back towards us. Ngada, there was nothing heading north. So, we left the lion sleeping almost right here. And I'm pretty sure they haven't moved very far. We'll see shortly. Nope, not moved at all. They just moved into a bit of shade from where they were lying out in the open. We have a very, 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 very big pile of flat cats. Lazy lions. You can see they have eaten something. Doesn't look to be something particularly huge, but they definitely have eaten something. Good morning, David. On Twitter, David would like to know, do lions eat absolutely everything at a kill in one sitting, or do they stop when they are full? David, they will stop when they are full, but they will not leave the kill. They will stay very close to it, and as soon as they've digested, they will go back and start feeding again. I don't know if you guys can hear that tree squirrel in the background, alarming much better. Probably alarming at the lions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what lions do for the majority of their day. They lie around, and when their little patch of sand gets hot, they roll over to the next cool patch of sand. And when they've sort of exhausted cool patches of sand, they might get up. Probably alarming at the lions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what lions do for the majority of their day. They lie around, and when their little patch of sand gets hot, they roll over to the next cool patch of sand. And when they've sort of exhausted cool patches of sand, they might get up, walk 3 steps, and find another cool patch of sand.
Do they like touching each other so that if one moves, then they'll know, okay, this one's moved off? Or
No. The main reason that they like touching each other is to do with the social bonds in the pride, reassuring them, making sure everyone's still friends. Because when they do feed, they sort of forget all table manners, and they all bite, snarl, scratch, and beat the daylights out of each other. So it's in the times between feeding that they need this sort of touching and allo grooming and lying very close together, all to reaffirm the sort of bonds in the pride. You can see there's the lion's tail, and it's darker than the rest of the body, and that's quite important. It is something that's used as a following mechanism by the cubs. So that black tip and the black behind the ears, when a lioness is walking through particularly long grass or whatnot, is sort of a beacon for her cubs to follow. And also when even the rest of the pride, it's a beacon, it's a following mechanism for them. Well, I don't think we're going to get too much more action out of these kitty cats. I just wanted to come make sure I knew where they were, so we know where they are in the afternoon, so we can follow up. Hopefully this afternoon they do head towards the Juma waterhole cam, and maybe there'll be some animals around there. And it looks like quite a few of them are hungry enough to hunt, so that could be quite interesting. But as I said, guys, up to you. I'm more than happy to stay with the lions. There's no other game drives waiting. Or would you like to head out and see if we can find anything else? You can send your answers to questions@wildearth.tv, or just use the hashtag SafariLIVE on Twitter. Good morning, Rome. Well, good morning again. Thanks for your questions. Rome would like to know, would a lioness be ousted from her pride for an unknown reason? Rome, I don't think so. Generally, when lionesses leave a pride, it's a split. The pride might be getting too big, so they might be struggling to feed all the individuals. So sometimes 2 or 3 lionesses will split from the pride and form a new pride, a sub-pride. But not really ousted from the pride by the other lionesses in the pride, no. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of flies. If you look carefully around the lioness's neck, you can also see there's sort of like gaps and holes, and those will be ticks. They'll be quite full of ticks and fleas and other parasites as well. Like most animals in the bush, they just have to deal with it, and that's... Sorry. So I'm just listening to the game drive. No. So that's why it's quite important you'll watch the lions when they do move and stuff. Allo, before they move, it's allo grooming, where they will groom each other, and they'll notice that very small sort of bite-like movement that your dogs and cats will do at home, and they're doing that to deflea and de-tick each other. Okay, well, everyone seems ready to move on, see what else we can find, move away from lazy lions. So let's head out to quarantine. Let's see what else is around. Bye-bye, kitty cats. I'll see you this afternoon. Scott coming. What area are you checking on? Copy, thanks. Karen likes to know one lioness pregnant, she leaves the pride. To it, she remove herself from the pride. She removes herself while she gives birth, and she'll quite often keep the cubs, or she does keep the cubs away from the pride for about up to 2 to 3 months, and that's more for the cubs' safety than anything else. But even in that time, while the cubs are hidden somewhere, she's still very much a member of the pride, and will sometimes even feed off the same carcass as the pride. But generally, it just depends whether the pride are hanging around in the same area that she's got the den where she is hiding her cubs. Good morning, Rose. Rose has noticed that there's not so many flies on me today. She don't know if they're dormant or whatnot. I think at the cold morning will keep them. They'll wake up a little bit later, so they're going to be active later today. There are a few around, but I'm sure by this afternoon they're going to be plenty. I just had a quick glimpse of a nice big bird of prey. I'm just going to move around. That quick glimpse, I would have said probably a juvenile African harrier hawk. But I'll have another look now. I don't know if you're going to be able to get him. No, unfortunately not.
Nope.
Oh, there he is. Well played, Andrew. A juvenile African harrier hawk, but it's a very short glimpse. And when they go find a seed, I'm sure I'll be able to find one on the ground, I hope. Otherwise, I'm going to have to climb a tree. To get a seed, I think I'm going to have to climb the tree. I can't see any on the ground. Oh, this tree looks like it's going to be quite difficult to climb. And there are, the pods are quite high. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's use that. Yeah, see, I'm clever. I'm clever like that. It's not my first rodeo. Well, we'll check on the ground first. But if you can show the viewers, just zoom in on one of the pods. I'll see if I can find one on the ground. Otherwise, I will go grab that low one there. I can't find any.
You're gonna have to climb. Sorry, dude.
It looks like I'm gonna have to climb. Oh no, I found one. Haha. No, it's been eaten by termites. Put one there. Let's see if there's another decent one. Otherwise, up the tree for the morning exercise. Oh dear. I'm wearing long pants, not the best for climbing. Oh!
Oh, watch out, Loiki.
You're worried about me there, After. Not the. There's the boots. I'm gonna go climbing. Whoops. Whoops. Oh. Hang out for a bit. I can't use these long pants. I can't get out. Long pants are not ideal to deal with the fruit. A bit too tight to climb up the tree. So it's a very distinct fruit. Let me put it over here. It can be seen. So very distinct fruit. It's got a very big round edge to it. And then this very spiky looking center. So who thinks they can tell me what that is? You can send your answers to questions at wildearth.tv or use the hashtag SafariLIVE on Twitter. So, that was pretty useless attempt at climbing a tree. More of the story is I know now not to wear these particular pair of long pants when I have to climb up trees. Wasn't planning on that. See the bird that Andrew was on. I was getting ready with the picture of the tree. But just to recap, it's been such a fantastic morning. Where I started off literally 5 minutes out with a beautiful pride of lions, the Nkahuma pride, and then nice early morning playing, jumping, running around, and we were within lucky enough to stay with them till they sort of bedded down for the day, and then we left them, went looking for elephants, and luckily we didn't find the elephants. We went and followed up on that leopard sighting that Mark had last night with quarantine in Kanyuma. We saw sort of what we think was quarantine from the brief visuals we could get, finish off the impala, and the hyena got the horns and wandered off. From what I heard from the other vehicles, the Kanyuma was lying on the other side of that dam wall, so we couldn't see. But hopefully they come back south this afternoon, so we got a good chance of finding them. But yeah, and then some very bad tree climbing, but no, it's been a fantastic morning. Oh, it is not zebrawood. It is a very difficult one, and it's quite a rare tree, as I said, in this area. We're running it. I'll give you another few seconds. Before I tell you what it is. But I'm really looking forward to this afternoon. It's going to be interesting to see what those lions do. They move towards the water. We'll definitely have a quick check as we get going this afternoon. But I think it's still going to be too hot for them to move too far. So we'll just check to make sure they haven't moved further into the drainage line. Finally! I have stumped everyone. I've received no other answers. Oh, and then I got so excited I closed the booming page of the book where I needed to be. It is called Wild Teak. Or its Latin name is Pterocarpus angolensis. It is a very, very hard wood. It's got a beautiful, they can become very big, beautiful trees. This one doesn't have any leaves on it at the moment, but you can see there's the fruit when it's ripe. They do dry out and make very, very nice ornaments. But it is a very, very, very sought after timber species, and that's what's led to it being quite rare in a lot of areas, is it's been cut down. But anyway, on that note, finally got one that got you all. Whoopsie. It's been a really, really great morning. I'm so happy you guys could join us. We're really privileged to be able to share our passion and love for the African bushveld with you. And I look forward to doing it all again this afternoon. Thanks very much again to all our viewers all over the world. And join us again this afternoon. Have a wonderful evening or morning wherever you are. And from us here at WildEarth, thank you and goodbye.